Hey guys, it's Nimbus. I am back today with another reading. Sorry I've been gone for a couple of weeks. It's been life been lifing. But I am back and I should be doing videos regularly now. I just needed some time to really just step back and evaluate, I should say. But nonetheless, we are here and we are, yep, of course, we are here and we are queer and we are ready to take on the world. I have a new deck that I got. Speaking of we're here and we're queer. A pride deck, which, you know, little tiny cards, and we'll go through these. We'll definitely do these later. But I'm gonna try these out today and we'll see how they go. These will probably make a comeback. But yeah, I'm excited to try these. Our tarot deck for the day is going to be the Marigold Tarot. I don't know how to flip this around. I don't know if it will flip around or if, but it says the Marigold Tarot. Anyway, the cards are gorgeous. But yeah. All right, guys. Okay, if you guys do want to participate in this meditation, breathing meditation, we'll just close our eyes and place your hands flat on a table, place your feet flat down in front of you, or you can put your hands down in your lap, but just in a relaxed position. But yeah, let's close our eyes and we will get started. Breathe in, deep breaths, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in, last one, out. And just kind of sit here for a minute. Breathe how you normally would. Okay, guys. So I think, yeah, so let's get started if you guys would like to. Yeah. Marigold Tarot, here we come. Yeah. Whoa. My bad. Something right there. Okay. I think today is going to be a little bit of a check-in, but might end up being a little bit of a check. So be prepared. Today might be a lot. All right, Spirit. Nailed it. Okay. So today might be a lot. Spirit, what are the messages that you have for us today? What are the messages that you have for us today? Let's find out. Split the deck. Two of Wands. Yeah, I mean, that's been a lot of the energy recently. Two of Wands. That's definitely been a lot of the energy in my life, at least. Trying to figure out as always with the twos, it's a split energy. You know what I mean? So it's, yeah, injustice comes out right when I say that. But there's 4 cards. There's a little bit of like a split energy. Obviously, like a balance needs to happen. But too many cards at once. One card at a time, please. There's definitely been, at least in my life, and I'll just lead by, or not lead by example, I'll just talk about it by example. In my life, there's been a lot of what's coming to mind, like look ma no hands, or it's like, no, not quite look ma no hands. It's if you learn how to ride a bike growing up and you have the training wheels on and whoever you're learning from is, you know, running next to you and they finally just let go, but now you're riding by yourself. This is kind of that energy of like, okay, cool. Now that you're by yourself, now that you're actually up and going by yourself, where are you going? You know, you can't just kind of, if you kind of just go straight, you might hit something. You know what I mean? You might just go into the street. You know what I mean? You kind of might have to turn somewhere, figure it out. You know, and that's kind of been the energy. Yeah, the Magician, Knight of Rings, Knight of Pentacles. One card at a time, please, Spirit. This is definitely very much, Spirit has said, this is a period of time, and this is exactly what they've recently told me, what my spirit guides have recently told me. It's literally been a lot of energy of, we've said all that we can say. My bad. I didn't mean to shake the table. We've said all that we can say. Oh, that's probably why the cards aren't coming out. So now it's time for you to figure out what's next. This isn't punishment. Nobody's in trouble. This is quite literally just, it's your turn to take a step. Whatever step you take is correct. They're not saying you're going to go down the wrong path, because that's not quite the case right now. Every path that you have open to you is the correct path. It's the whole thing about free will. You have free will the whole time. You're allowed to choose what you want to do completely. Nobody's going to hate you. You're not going to just spontaneously burst into flames. Like, nothing is going to happen to you. Like, nothing will happen to you. It's literally, you can literally just go about your life and live your life. Like, nothing, yeah. Spirit wants you to know, like, there we go. The Chariot in reverse. It's been halted because you haven't been able to make a decision. You've been looking for a sign on something, but the sign's not going to come because it's your turn to make the move. Spirit can't keep driving you around and taking you around and making sure that you get to where you need to go anymore, because there is no next step until you make this choice. That was prophetic. There is no next step until you make this choice. Y'all see that? 10 of Wands. Exactly. There is no next step until you make this choice. You have to make the choice. You have to make that choice. What do you want? Again, I know I've said this before in a video and I can't remember which one it was in. Exactly! Oh my gosh. Okay, I don't know if you guys have seen Avatar: The Last Airbender. There's that scene where Zuko goes into, I think it's, what is it, Lake Laogai, under the Earth Kingdom, and he finds Appa and he saves Appa. But, and sorry, spoilers, but too bad, too late. He goes down and he saves Appa, but Iroh finds him, and right before he frees Appa, and he says, oh, I who could this be? Because Zuko's pretending not to be Zuko at this point, and Zuko asks Iroh, or says to Iroh, like, I'm gonna take care of this. It's fine. And Iroh goes, but then what? You have to start, and he says something like, you have to start digging deep in yourself, and you have to ask yourself the tough questions. Who are you, and what do you want? Like, seriously, that's literally what this is. Like, you're not going the wrong direction by choosing where you want to go. Spirit's also not stepping in because it's what you want. This isn't about what spirit needs you to do anymore, because it's clear that you know what you're supposed to be doing. Like the big picture isn't a mystery to you as much anymore. There's still gaps, I'm sure, because nobody's ever going to know every single little thing about what happens. But what we can do is trust that spirit has it taken care of. We can trust that it's going to work out in our favor if we just let it. It's always going to work out in our favor if we just let it. If we try to force it, stuff's going to change, and stuff's not going to work out in our favor simply because we're trying to force it. Exactly. Death. We're just going to lose stuff because we're not set up to receive anything. There's definitely a lot of energy around silence. Like there's definitely, it's eerily quiet. You know what I mean? It's interesting. I've never... until I had my awakening, it's never really been this quiet. I mean, but even then I always had my intuition. I always had my little voice inside me, but I never really had a word for it. This is just a random story. I'm so sorry. But this might help somebody. So now that I have the vocabulary and the knowledge of what I'm hearing is, knowing that it's my the quiet voice, the quiet loving voice is my intuition, and the loud, angry, anxious, sad voice is just trying to get you off your path. And I was just watching a video about this yesterday. You're gonna have to make a choice in what you're going to listen to. Are you going to silence your mind and listen to your intuition? Or are you going to sit there and freak out about what's going on in your mind and not pay attention to what your intuition is saying at all? Because, I used to do that all the time because I was anxious and I didn't know which one was which. I never knew. I always had the voice inside my head, but I always had, the anxious voice was louder. You know what I mean? So I always thought like, oh, okay, this is the voice I need to listen to because it's louder. It's the one that I'm supposed to pay attention to. No, not always. I mean, there are going to be moments where your intuition is very loud. But in my experience for myself, my intuition has never been louder than my anxiety. And I have to keep constantly reminding myself that if I'm going to keep this going, I'm going to need to remember where my anxiety starts and where it ends, and then where my intuition starts. My intuition doesn't have an end at this point. I know I'm correct. I'm not trying to sound cocky, but I know what I'm doing is correct. You know what I mean? I just have a knowing that the messages that I'm giving out are for somebody, and somebody is going to be able to receive it, and somebody is going to be able to understand it. With that being said, the point of me saying this is there's always a choice to be made. You are always going to have to make the choice to whatever. Whether you are going to make the choice to better yourself or make the choice to hurt somebody, or you're going to make the choice to X, Y, and Z. You know, play a video game all day instead of doing what you're supposed to do, which, in all fairness, is sometimes just needed. But the issue comes when it's constant avoidance of these things. You know what I mean? If you need rest and you want to do something or you want to do something pleasing for your inner child or self-care or whatever this is, that's awesome. But it also isn't quite just self-care when it's happening for weeks on end and there's stuff that you need to do. Now it's kind of getting into avoidance, unfortunately. These are the hard pills to swallow. But drink a lot of water and you got it. No, but seriously, this is a good energy to be in because it's a lull of energy. Like, it's just low, quiet energy. But this is so you can rest and rejuvenate and figure out where to go. You're still allowed to do work. You can still do whatever you need to do. Spirit might get to the point where it's like, okay, but now we need to get going. You know what I mean? Like, the window of opportunity is definitely closing at some point. It's not an unlimited opportunity. You know what I mean? So if you don't make a decision soon, I don't know when soon is, because it's going to be different for everybody. But whenever soon is, it's going to be, you know, this opportunity's over. So it seems like there's Knight of Wands. Exactly. The decision needs to be made. Like, there's been things laid out in front of you. You see, like, there's a whole garden in front of him. You know, he's got a whole wand in his hand. He knows that he's supposed to be doing something. He's holding on to exactly what he knows what to do. Except now there's all this stuff laid out in front of him. You know what I mean? There's all these different paths to take. But you are the one who gets to choose where you want to go. It's main character energy. That's what it is. It's main character energy. Like, you get to literally push the plot along to wherever you want it to go, right? But you have to remember that you're the main character. You know, if you're sitting there like, oh, I wish I could have my moment, like, this is your moment. Like, it's not, there's no more exactly, there's no more waiting around. This is your moment. This is the moment to figure out what direction to go. This is your moment. But the thing is that you can't not put work in because it's going to come tomorrow. Pause. It's not, you know, your spirit guides are going to see that as like, why'd you stop though? You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to be the same. The Hierophant, exactly. There's more that you need to like, there's so much more to experience, but also there's just so much more knowledge to obtain and to like pass on to people. Like, it seems like whoever's watching this, if it seems like we're in the same boat of if it sounds woohoo, you're not supposed to be here. But if you are a conduit of spirit and you are used for these messages, know that the decision that you make next will be beneficial for you no matter which direction you go. You are meant to be in front of people, and you are meant to pass along this knowledge. But it is up to you to figure out how you want to do that, because this is very personal to you. This has to be very personal to you. Spirit can't tell you that you're going to be a singer. Spirit can't tell you that you're going to be a writer. You know what I mean? Spirit can guide you to these things, but they're never going to just be like, okay, today you're going to be a singer. Get ready, because tomorrow you're going to be an actor. Like, that's not how this works. So it's like you have to figure out what you want to do. If you want to have a 9-to-5 job, have that 9-to-5 job. That's entirely your choice. If you want to go and become a singer and spread this message, go and become a singer and spread this message. Not missionary style. Not like, oh, I know my God and yours is wrong. Not like that shit. Like, literally just like, you know, if you get a message, you know, a download about, you know, a message like this, like what I'm telling you, like if you feel like you need to tell somebody, you know, or like even just walking up to a stranger and just saying like, hey, are you okay? If they look down, you know, it doesn't even have to be, you know, you're on YouTube, everybody knows your name. Like, it doesn't even have to be anything like that. It could literally just be you're a regular person going around to his or her or their regular job and just blessing people because you know that that's the right thing to do. Life is hard. Life is really hard. Not everybody wants to be in the position that they're in. And if we are better off than other people, why not try to help them? You know what I mean? That's all Spirit is saying. So it's all literally up to you on how you want to help people. It's all literally up to you on how you want to heal them. It's all literally up to you on how you want to pass on information that you get from Spirit. It's literally all up to you. This is too many cards, but Ace of Rings, 7 of Rings, 6 of Wands. Sounds like divine intervention to me, saying, "Go ahead, my hands are off the situation." Again, with the kid riding a bike. You know, at some point, the adult or whoever is teaching them how to ride the bike is going to let go, and it's going to be their choice on where to go. It's going to be the kid's choice on where to go. That's literally where we are at this point. I say we because I'm literally in the same position. Too many cards. One at a time, please. I think the important thing to remember, and I'm sorry I got so distracted a little bit ago, or I feel like I got a little distracted before. The 3 of Wands just flipped over. I think the important thing to remember here is no matter how, like, let's see what this is. 7 of Cups reversed. Exactly, yeah, exactly. No matter how frustrating and, like, unrewarding or even unrewarding it could feel to be in these positions, it really is a blessing because it's allowing you to really step back and figure out what you actually want. This is quite literally a moment that everybody like wants. And we have it. You know what I mean? We have it. We have it right in front of us, and we We feel like we're not using enough, but like we're doing exactly what we need to do. You know what I mean? It might feel like we are not doing enough right now because, you know, maybe we're just meditating, or maybe we're even just doing videos while we sleep, like listening to frequency videos while we sleep. But still, that's something. It might not seem like it would, or it might not be, you know, enough because it's not what you were doing before. But this is like quite literally the energy of step back a minute, take some time for yourself, really, 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 truly understand where you are and where you want to be. Not in a humbling way. This is quite literally shoot for the stars and wherever the fuck you want to go. This is quite literally go wherever you want to go. Like go, let's go. Where are we going? Spirit's like, where are we going? You know, Dora style. Where are we going? To grandma's house. You know, like I'm like, we're not like Spirit's along for the ride at this point. Spirit's telling you that you are driving now. Like, let's see what these pride messages are. This is a really awesome reading because you are quite literally, like literally, in a space where everybody deserves to be at. You get to sit here and really enjoy and bask in the energy of stillness and rejuvenation before it's go time. You know, damn, I was holding this, but I meant, well, I can't even snap on this finger, but like, you know, go time. Like it's fast. Like it's gotta be fast. Like, and it's coming soon. Like it's not, like I said, it's not, I don't know how soon it's gonna be, but I know that once it starts, it's not gonna let up. So Spirit's giving you this time because this way you get it in your head like, okay, I get to sit here and relax, but I also know that once this starts, I'm not going to have the time to do this as much. That needs to be clear. Like Spirit needs you to know that, like, the life of a healer, of a what did I say earlier, a conduit of spirit, it's tiring. It's you're gonna be constantly being like using your everything because it's helpful. Like your intuition will literally get sharper and help you in everyday life, in everyday life, to where like your ancestors will literally be helping you grocery shop. You know what I mean? Like they'll be like, oh no, don't grab that brand, grab that one. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's not, and they're trying to help. Like, it's not like oh, we like this brand, we're old. Like, it's not even like that. It's literally just, you'll like this one better. You know what I mean? Like, they got you. Your ancestors got you. Just trust your ancestors. Whatever you need, trust your ancestors. Ancestors will get you right, for sure. But anyway, okay, so this is that tiny pride deck. Each card has obviously has different colors, but each card has different symbols on it. So we'll see what comes out for us today. Spirit, what's our pride message or pride cards for today? Cool. That's a lot. Escape, freedom, honesty. I'm not going to read all of these, obviously. I'm not reading any of these because this was too many, but I'm just reading some of them out loud. Expression, reassurance. Ooh, cotton candy. This is your sign to go get some cotton candy. Spirit, what's our pride message for the day? Just let's just do like 2 cards, I think. Let's do 2 or 3 cards. Okay, well these tried to pop out right when I said 2 cards. Okay, so we got joy and diversity. On the back of joy, we have donuts for a donut. And on the back of diversity, we have a beanie that says love. And diversity says, understanding our differences enhances acceptance. Save your energy for those who celebrate the magic you bring to the table. Like a reminder of like, where do you feel celebrated? You know, spirit kind of trying to like still guide you. Like, where do you feel celebrated? Is that a place where you feel like you want to actually be in a couple of years? Yes or no? If yes, where, you know, like, what do you think about this? You know, and your ancestors will help you like that. Like, that's literally what they're for. Like, they're not here to just be here and, you know, talk to you randomly. They're here to like actually help you through these things. You know what I mean? But yeah, so let's see, joy. Though they may be fleeting, small moments of joy make life worthwhile. As we grow, excitement and pleasure can be found in the simplest of things. Small moments matter. Take care to cherish them. And that's huge too, because Spirit's now reminding you also, like, we have to remember that the small things in life really do make life worthwhile. But you have to remember that you need to make the choices to get there. You know, not every choice that you make is going to get you the exact relationship that you want, or the house that you want, or whatever it is, because every choice is going to have a different outcome, right? You know, so yeah. I think this reading is awesome. This shit is awesome. This is a very... It started off a little heavy, but I think the heavy part of it really just needed to be like, okay, we're serious today. This isn't, you know, it's not, we're not joking, haha today. We're just serious today. But I think that was the heaviness, because this wasn't a crazy bad, you know, scary reading. This is actually a really good reading. In my opinion, this is a really good reading, I think, because it's a very clear energy. Yeah. It's a very clear energy. It's very tranquil. It's very serene. It's within the parameters of Venus retrograde. I know what some of y'all are gonna say. It's been crazy, because it has been crazy. There's definitely been some wild ass energy recently. But if you are being affected by the Venus retrograde, you may be entitled to compensation. Please call now. I'm sorry. No, please. Well, actually, please book a reading. Call now and book a read. Well, actually, just email me through my website. But if you or someone you know has been affected by the Venus retrograde, please call now. Anyway, okay, sorry. Back to business. This is definitely a good energy to be in, because it's very peaceful, it's very quiet. I mean, it might feel chaotic, and that's okay. Because, you know, it's always, you know, what is it? It's always darkest before dawn. You know what I mean? It's always going to be more difficult before things get easier. So I think Spirit's trying to remind you, like, whatever decision you make is going to be a change. There will be a change. No matter what you do, there will be a change. But you get to facilitate it, and you get to guide where it goes, and where you go, and where the change happens. But the change is going to happen. That's not a threat either. That's quite literally just, you have to remember, Spirit has things moving around that aren't just for you. You know, yes, things are going to change, and that's awesome. But Spirit also wants you to remember that you are the main character, and you have to remember that, and you have to keep that in your mind. Spirit can't just keep reminding you of these things. It's not like, yes, they could, but after a certain point, it's quite literally just, do you want us to keep saying this? Do you want to keep hearing this? Like, because you're not getting it. So do you want it? Do you want it? Do you want it? Yes or no? Yay, nay, maybe, yes, kind of. I don't know. You know, that's kind of like, at least my guides have kind of been at that point where it's just been a lot of like, okay, what? You know, they've been hands off for a couple of days now, and I've just been kind of like, what do I do? You know, like, and totally acting like I don't know anything. You know what I mean? Like, if you guys would like to, my website is linked down below. And my social medias will also be linked down below, or at least I will have them listed, along with my Cash App and Venmo if you would like to send me a tip or anything. Again, you can book a reading or even read my poetry at NimbusThePoet.com, which will be linked below again. Yeah, my readings are open. Yeah. Please like, share, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you guys think of this video. If this resonated, please do let me know. I think that was everything. Sorry this video got so long, guys. I hope you guys have a really good rest of your day or night or whatever is going on right now. So please stay sane. Please stay safe. Life is wild right now. Shit's only gonna get crazier. Anyway. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your night or day or whatever. It is definitely daytime here. It's actually beautiful outside. A little cloudy, but it's really nice out. It's a little sun. It's pretty sunny out. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I will catch you guys in the next one. I love you guys. Bye.